Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. And yeah, I would say let's jump in. Let's start directly with our NQ Playbook session. Here we go. I will share my stream really quick with you guys. But first, I think I have to change my name. As you know, I'm not Fabio, I'm Patrick. But most of you know it. All right. Okay, first things first. Let us go to our economic calendar because today we have some economic event. We have consumer confidence. It will be happened 30 minutes after we open, so be careful here. And then also let's take a look into tomorrow because overnight is also really interesting for you guys for trading the Asia session. Trump speaks at APEC CEO event, and then he have again a presentation, and of course we have Bank of Canada rate statement, and we have FOMC, our interest rate decisions, and we have Meta, Alphabet, and Microsoft earnings. So what I mean with this when we're looking into our economic calendar, be careful because tomorrow the price action, I think personally, will be start and it's ready to go. But now, first things first, let's go into our charts. As you was possible seeing on X, on our MenthorQ, Patrick at MenthorQ. I was posting one of my favorite trading setups, my hanging fruit. I will explain this first before we taking a deep dive into it. So I have here my NQ, here I have my ES, and here I have my VIX. So what I was technically doing to find out if we have a hanging fruit or not, I was connecting the Fibonacci with the major gamma level and connected to the next major gamma level. So that's the box. And when I was posting this, it was on the equilibrium on the 50, and on the same was what I'm doing on the Nasdaq. And as I mentioned in the post, it was on the 0.886. And one thing what I'm observing when we're having hanging fruits like this, we have a really good opportunity. An opportunity for the upside, plan A, but also we have an opportunity for the downside, plan B. So what I mean with this, one is overextended, it was the Nasdaq, and I was thinking that maybe the Nasdaq will fall down really quick, or the ES will be following strong the Nasdaq. And this was exactly happened. So as you can see, we come back to our overextended area where the Nasdaq was before, and this was one of my A+ setup. And also on equilibrium was the VIX, same stuff, connecting the levels together, and then was an easy trade, but more I will show you in the pro room how you can set up something like this. But because I was posting this on X, I think it's fair to explain this really quick. All right, let's remove the drawings. Let's go back to the charts. Let's look first only on the NQ. Here we go, remove drawings. I think today we have a really good picture on the NQ. We have plan A and plan B. It's really simple. Today is a really simple day, but it's a patience day. Plan A, we have a box here to our 1-day max. This is a free box. I'm not plotting GAX levels. I'm plotting only the major levels. I'm plotting my blind spots. And that's it. So I have here free space. That's really cool. I like it. So here I have opportunities. If we're breaking through this wall, this is a plan A. Here we go. And we have also free space between the call resistance and here the blind spot's 5. So this is my plan B, basically for the short. Why I be careful after this? Because then we start to trading from box to box. If we're using our trading roadmap, give me 1 second, you will see you connected and you have the box to box trade. It will be not so much fun anymore, but really funny could be when we fill the space, plan A or plan B. What we need, 100% we need today patience. Patience, patience, patience. This is really what we need today. Don't take the gun too early. This is why I was starting first with the economic calendar to show you what events you have. Today you have one event, consumer confidence, but tomorrow the big events will be showing up. So that's why be patient. If we have some opportunities, if the price action will be giving us opportunity, I have for myself plan A, plan B, and let's take a look into ES also. It seems like it's the same picture. As you can see, it's exactly the same picture. We have our plan A. We have here free space at the moment. I'm using only end of the day levels, no intraday levels. For now, here we go. And here we have our free space with plan B. And we have here our decision area between the blind spots and the call resistance. And let's see. After we going back to this area, of course, we have a huge wall where I personally don't like to trade anymore. So decision area, plan A, plan B, and of course we have the top. So let's take a look into the VIX real quick, because the VIX is really important for us. He will guide us the way how we can possibly take our trades. What I have on my chart, green is VIX, blue is, as you can see, white is also what you can see. Because I have no blind spots on VIX, because the calculation is really, really tricky. That's why I'm using here, as you can see, risk trigger, upper band, lower band. I'm using the swing trading levels for my VIX. So this helps me. And one thing, what I was also looking into when I was presenting you the hanging fruit, it was here the high wall 0 DTE. We was coming near to the high wall 0 DTE if we use auto conversion, VIXy to VIX. So really, really careful here. And again, there's also something, because it takes my attention. Here we go. Looking to the left side, what was happened? Here we flash to the upside, we getting here the support, and we get here the support. So that's why my long trade was no more valid anymore on the ES, because we came into this area. And one A plus trade also for you guys, think about put support and put support 0 DTE and call resistance 0 DTE. So for me, one of my orders for today would be for sure on the put support 0 DTE and also on this area here. So that's my two alerts where I'm looking for. If we jump into the VIX, that's my two alerts where I will be taking really, really closer look to it at this, because we have the two spaces where we can fill, as I was mentioned, plan A, plan B. So for this reason, this is in my plan. The VIX will be also leading me with price action, real-time options data, and order flow. All this together connected will be my day for today. So I will stop the presentation. If you have any questions, feel absolutely free to ask me anytime. Put the message in the chat, and then we are good. All right. I don't. Do you like to swap between the VIXI and UVIXI when converting levels? Of course. As much more levels I have on the VIX, it's really helpful for me. Do you wait for a break in the VIX first before triggering a trade on NQ or ES? Yes. If you're looking for put support and call resistance, one thing what I was mentioning, we go first through put support before we see the reservoir, and we go also first through call resistance before we see the reservoir. Don't take the gun too early, just wait for confirmation. And then mostly it works. Not always, but mostly it works really well. But Jose, we have also someone in the pro group. He uses also the VIX strategy like me, and also many people outside in the community for MenthorQ. Try to observe this before you take the gun. Observe and then find out how it works for you. For me, this works perfect, but this doesn't mean that this works for you. It's only just some ideas. When converting onto VIX, would you VIX, or I would use both, Richie, to be really honest. Let me share with you again. Let me share with you again. Here we go. This is the right one. I would use both. Look at this. I have both on my chart. If you're going into the bigger picture, because what I'm really like to have, oops, sorry. What I really like to have is the bigger picture on the VIX. So I know exactly where I have my wall, yeah. So here I have a huge wall. I will not fight with this. And then if we came down, there's nothing, but again, here's the next wall. So I want to find out this really quick on my end, where we have some big walls. And in this area between this and this, there's the noise, there's the price action at the moment. And then I will zoom in, here we go. And that's the only levels what's on the play at the moment. This, 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 and this area here. And then I know exactly, if I zoom in again, Richie, what I should be playing, where I should be looking for, what price areas is really interesting. So I set my alert on 1520, and on this area, this area, this area, and this area, and that's it. So in this case, I get a bigger picture. I would use everything because you have the flexibility with MenthorQ. You can use everything. You can build basically all your indicators. Look at this, guys. So here I have my QQQ, my UVIXI, VIXI. Here I have the same, and then I convert this. And this is in the middle. And if I want to take this out, the middle one, boom, out. If I want to have only the VIX, here we go. Here I have only my VIX. If I want to add the UVIXI, here we go. If I want to take this out and want to see only the other one, here we go. You know it, you can name it. And the same goes also with on the NQ. It's the same because people asking so often, hey, Patrick, what's better, QQQ or NQ? QQQ to NQ or NDX to NQ? But man, you have everything. If you use TradingView, you have everything. Look at this. First, you have your NQ levels here. Then you have your NDX levels here. And then voila, you have your QQQ levels here. If you don't like the QQQ, no worries, take it out. If you don't like NDX, take it out and show only the QQQ. But personally, I like to have everything on my chart. It becomes much easier. And last but not least, to see where we are in the channel. Nothing changed since yesterday, but we was looking yesterday in the 15-minute, and there was a change. Here we go. Look how nice the trend line is now working. And yesterday, the middle line, by the way, well, I was showing you guys, the middle line was the line where it was really interesting, very bouncing. Boom. If you was taking the long and the market on close the last 30 minutes, he was taking a really nice job. And now we're holding this trend line also. This is also something that we can use as second confirmation. Can we breaking truth this? Yes or not? If we breaking truth this, think about, we have plan A, we have plan B, we have our space, we have now a second confirmation. This is something where we can looking for. All right. Why wouldn't you just use end of the day, intraday convert instead of the custom levels? Oh, Richie, that's a really nice question. I love the question. There are two reasons why I prefer end of the day. Reason number one is really simple. I like static levels because if I have my picture for the NQ like this for today, as we were seeing before, this is my picture, this is my roadmap, this is something what I have in my mind. And if now with the intraday levels, maybe the call resistance will be going now to this area or will be going here. This is something what I don't like. I want to have all static. To be really honest, I don't like when something is changed. And one thing why I don't need intraday snapshots, they are really useful, they are really powerful. But my main reason is I have also intraday data where I'm looking for. I'm looking for real-time options data. I'm looking for real-time order flow. I have everything in real time. I don't need to change it. And as you know, I'm using custom levels because I love to set everything one time up. And this is reason number two. It takes only for me, I don't know, 2 minutes because I have only NQ, ES, VIX, sometimes gold, but I give up with gold, as you know, I don't like it. NQ, ES, VIX, boom, 3 tickers. I set up everything in 5 minutes and everything is there, and that's it. Nothing more. So that's why I'm using custom levels. End of the day, one-time work. I have static levels, I have a plan, and I have my real-time data on the other hand. I really like the Zoom today. Thank you, man. Really good. Appreciate this, Richie. John Prieto, is it better to put each ticker level separately than converting it all at one? Yeah, so I'm playing, I don't know. I'm playing with the indicators since 1 year, John Pietro. And one thing what I was learning with the trading view indicators is if you have everything separately, then you know exactly what you can show. Because if you have everything in one indicator, it becomes a mess. So let's say we are now on NQ. And you would say, hey, Patrick, can you show me the QQQ levels on NQ? Only QQQ levels. All right, no worries. Here we go. With blind spots? Okay, here we go. And can you show me now only NDX? All right, no worries. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Here you have your NDX levels. And sometimes I need only my NQ. Sometimes I like more QQQ. Sometimes I like everything. Sometimes I don't like it. And I can pull out whatever I want. So that's why I have everything in one single stuff, in one single ticker. That's the flexibility. It still need to refresh the ratio on the 50-minute opening. San Pietro, this is again some religion. People with the ratio, man, you drive me crazy. So basically what I'm doing when I'm set up my levels, when I'm set up all this stuff, I go in there and then I use my spread. Here we go. And I make this only once a time. And now I have my ratio 0.561. Here we go, NDX. So I do this only one time manual. So when I was doing this, I think 2 hours before, it was 100,563. Now it's 100,557. I do this only once a time, and in the moment where I set up everything, and then I don't care about this with auto ratio. I do this manually once time because the stupid thing with auto ratio, if you're trading before, then you get a little bit surprised. So let's think about, you have now here your daily plan. Here we go. Where is it? You have now your daily plan with all the levels, and you see it really clearly on your eyes. What's the plan for today? And then auto ratio is coming and the levels looking different, you know? That's stupid. So with the market open, the levels looking different, and my trading plan is for the trash. So that's why I'm doing this once a time with manual ratio in the moment where I set everything up. And personally, I don't care if it's market close, if it's whatever. I do this when I set up everything once a time, and that's it. All right. And because we can never be perfect, yeah, you know it. Is there a real-time proper parity options order flow gags type of indicator that you use? For sure. But the best answer is looking to your broker. But yeah, I have also different tools 100%. All right. Other questions? If not, we are good. Thank you. This was not a helpful answer, Jane. Josie. So there is no thank you. You don't need to say thank you for this one. Yeah, I love your feedback. Yesterday was not so good because we was out of the levels. But as you will see also yesterday, sometimes you have to be really flexible here. You have to build a complete different system. And then it was also good yesterday. So it was making good profits. But I appreciate every comment. See you tomorrow. And then have a good one. Bye-bye.